Hello everyone. So, we're doing a live stream today, and we're going to be working on the new project, which is going to be the UC-25, which, if you don't know what that is a mine-laying submarine from World War I. So we're going to be building, probably not the official kind of start of the body, but we're going to start working on some of the more detailed parts first, which doesn't make sense, but we're going to be working on the weapons. So I've already got some mines, but we're going to be working on, well, we're going to be working on torpedoes and a deck gun today, which will probably be quite cool. And so we'll just make some platforms and get those working. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. Oh, I hope you can. If you can't hear me, just let me know. Or if the music's too loud, just let me know. But, I don't know, do you guys want to get started on the deck gun first, or the torpedoes? Because the torpedoes are probably a bit more complicated than the deck gun, but the deck gun is probably a bit more exciting for you guys. So, I mean, what do you guys want to do? Because actually, in the meantime, while you decide, I'll show you these mines that I have, and if we need to change them up a bit. So we've got these naval mines, which I need to change a little bit, modify. But if we spawn this in, so we can deploy these. Okay, and just let me know if the audio is a bit too loud for you. Okay, so it's got a 20-second arm fuse time. Let's just fire it off. It's gonna do that. Let's follow it. Oh, it's gonna land on the ground. Wait, is it? No. Okay, that's good. And by the time it lands, it should be armed. So if we go up to the side of it, without pressing the contact, it'll say it's armed. Okay. Let's put player damage on for this, and vehicle damage. And, so yeah, so that works, which is good. So we've got those mines, and they work. Might as well blow up another one, because that was fun. So let's just go down. Oh, actually, no, that's one what we don't want to drown. We want to get blown up. Oh. Hey, where's that mine gonna land? In the water. At the bottom, it'll float up. By the time it floats up, it'll be armed. It'll be cool. Yep, it's armed. Okay, everything's in black and white now. Let's just... There we go. Okay, so, do we want to work on a deck gun, or do we want to work on torpedoes first? Because, yeah, I don't know. Let's do a deck gun first, actually. That's not as complicated. We won't paint it today, but we will definitely make one. So let's get a velocity pivot. Put that there. How high do I want this sitting off the ground? Torpedo sounds interesting. Okay, we'll do the torpedo then. Let's go over this way. So, in terms of, we don't want that platform, we want a torpedo that's reasonably big, reasonably small. What I want to try and do is see if I can get a very small torpedo. So what we might try and do first is just make a really small one. see if it's possible to have like a 1x1 torpedo. I don't think it is, but I mean, we might as well always try. Gearbox, face it towards the motor, propeller. We'll need a switch box so that once it's deployed, functions. I think for now we'll just do a impact threshold of maybe 5 meters per second. We'll make the throttle 0.4. Hey, username, how you doing? How you doing, man? We've got a torpedo. Stick our gear ratio up. Let's make the off value 0.4 for the moment. Maybe torpedo. Oh. There we go. I don't know if this is gonna work at all. Let's just spawn in and see what it does. Okay, so oh, it just went through the floor. What might you be creating? We're making torpedoes and deck gun for the next creation. Okay, so that doesn't work. Let's get rid of that completely. I don't think we need to load up the old torpedo. Let's just get a hard point. Yeah, so username, what we're making is, yeah, torpedoes and deck gun. Because we need that for the next project. I think we'll send this out to the front a little bit and curve it off. Obviously this is much bigger than a real torpedo in terms of volume and thickness, but I think we like the thickness, so what else we can put the 1x2 wedges. Almost at 1k. Almost at 1k, yeah. Hopefully we can get there soon. I need a propeller. Yeah, once we get to 1k subs, I mean, you know the drill. I've been asked to make an elbow reveal. I will do an elbow reveal. No matter how stupid it is. So speaking of which, how's your YouTube going, username? It's, I mean, I haven't actually asked in a while, so how's it going? I need some fins. Route pitch. And some more for our... That's the wrong way if we used your... Use the stream, what are you building? We're going to be making torpedoes and a deck gun today. So we need battery. And I want this to be a reasonably smart torpedo. And by smart I mean I want it to be able to go at a certain altitude that we set when we launch it. I want it to be able to just essentially just it's not going to be sonar guided, because it's going to be fitted into a submarine from World War I. So it's not exactly high tech, but I just want it to act you know, reasonably realistically. Oh wait, that's the hard point. Can't get rid of that. Let's just change that for now to a torpedo. Give it a gear ratio. Okay, so we need an altimeter. We'll put that... because it's got to face inwards. Put it in there? Oh wait, oh! No, it doesn't. Oh, that's good. That's good. So we can put that right into there. I did not know that. I thought they had to have exclusive. Okay, that's cool. Can't wait for the alpha review. Oh man, I don't know why, but I think that's like one of the most hyped things on my channel. It's like, really, really, that's the thing everyone wants, an elbow reveal. But oh well. I think really only we need the dive planes at the front, at the back. We'll need a warhead at the front, and we'll have a contact sensor at the front, so that we don't have to rely on speed. We can just rely on contact. Impact threshold, we don't need any, and so we're gonna make it so that when this is launched after a certain amount of time, and this is pressed, it'll detonate. Right or left elbow? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know actually. Depends what elbow you guys want. Now that I think about it, this is a really unusual discussion. But I mean, just get a 1x6 microcontroller and let's put in some logic. So we've got launch. What else do we have? We're gonna have to do the motor as well. We will need the contacts, and we will also need detonate. We'll need the altimeter as well, so, and then we're also going to need to output our pitch. I might actually, I'll leave that off for the moment because we may want to try something else. Okay, so if we have and for the contact and the launch, that'll just detonate straight away if it hits something, so we want to be a bit more safe. Let's get a timer. So timer enable and timing complete. Launched is always going to be on, so we don't have to worry about making it set. Duration, probably 10 seconds before it'll go off on contact. Okay, what else do we need? A motor. Let's get a switch box. Do I have a switch box in here? I have a switch box. And let's put that on. Let's get a property number, and this will just be our throttle. Yeah, that should work. So contact, detonate, launched, motor. We need to connect electricity. That should be fine. Let's make our throttle at 0.4. And for now, let's just... I guess we'll need a... Let's just call this a torpedo. Yep, I'll overwrite the old one. Let's get a pivot. So we can make a testing bed, because we want a testing bed. Hard point connected body. And we'll just stick some floats down as we did in the torpedo video I made a few months ago. So, floats, landing floats. These things are impossible to place. So we got one there, there. Get a button, a battery. I know my X-plane's on, but I don't care. Launch. Alright, cool. I don't know if we're going to need the battery at all, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Well, that's certainly buoyant. Like, very buoyant. Okay, so... It's rear heavy. Yeah, okay, so we need to sort out the pitch, and the roll. But I mean, it's going pretty damn quickly. Let's see if we can jump into it. Oh, almost. It's so... Hey, look, D. Yeah, you've just joined to Chaos with torpedoes. Okay, so let's get a roll sensor and some... Yep, okay, so roll sensor and we can sort out this torpedo, which is going that way. Okay, I think we'll need... Should we just grab the fins like this? And... Wait. Can I place them there? I can place them there. I could also place them there, but then that would make it not watertight. So I put that there. That there. Can I merge them? Okay, no, I have to place that there. That's so peculiar. There must be a visual glitch. Let's just get a propeller. Hey, Blind, how you doing? Okay, so we've got our roll. Let's get a tilt sensor. Let's place it... Where are we going to place it? Place it there. Center of mass. There we go, we got our roll. Let's connect our electricity up to this. Let's see how well this works. So we launch. I mean... that was hilarious. Oh my goodness, that was a clip and a half. How's everyone doing? We're pretty good. Pretty good, man. Have I got something wrong on this roll? Maybe we'll just move these fins up to the front. I'll do a fin there, like that. Fin there like that, and we'll get some pyramids and place them like that. Because I got the buoyancy of wedges, but I can add an extra face, which is great. Hook our electricity up, and Go roll up, and so hopefully that works. This is good quality, actually. Cheers, man. Alrighty, so let's, I missed. Hopefully this time the torpedo doesn't, mess up completely. It looks like it's got roll control now, which is good. Which is good. And it's going pretty quickly. Okay, let's have a look at this. So, yeah, it's going pretty quickly actually. But the propeller's not fully in the water. And it is starting to oscillate a little bit, so we want to sort out that altitude hold now. By altitude hold, I mean, like, yeah. Hell yeah, solid Livestream. Hey, Harry, how you doing? Alright, so... Oh, man. I kind of feel bad for, I kind of feel bad for you, Harry, and Mid-Mike, because, you just missed something that was quite funny, but, so, we're gonna need to add a... 1x3, I believe? Yeah, 1x3. Microcontroller, and that is going to have the altitudes set, hold, whatever you want to call it, so we'll need altitudes. What else do we need? I can't think. We'll need the current pitch, because we don't want it to... You need to ride the torpedo. Oh, you want me to ride the torpedo? Okay. What I'll do is I'll... Oh, not pitch. Oh, that's not... Okay, where should it... Okay, we got a seat. We'll put a seat on. Oh, wait, this is not good, for... Oh wait, I need a way to activate the actual thing. My very presence of sitting on that seat will launch it. Let's try that, so... Did that not work? That didn't work. No, because it's a separate body. Stick a seat onto it, yep. So, let's get a, what I'll do is I'll just stick a button, like, over here. That launches it instead. There we go, that should work. Gotta remember it's the button to our right. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. If we hit anything, it'll explode. Which is, I mean, so we've got a functional torpedo, but I want to function a bit better than it is. Yeah, so this is, well, this is very unusual. I mean, it works. Is this like a new method of transport that we should, use? I don't know. I just... Oh, I've got vehicle damage turned off, so it just blew up and did nothing. I mean, that's a very fast torpedo, which is good. Yeah, that's actually really good. Hey Anthony, by the way, nice to see you can make it. Okay, so now we've got to actually sort out this, pitch. So we've got tilt sensor front for our pitch. Altimeter. I can go to our stuff at the back. Alright, now I had a... How was I going to do this? I need to think about how I was going to do this. Because what we want is we want a set altitude going and like looking at what we've got, going, okay, we want to be at this altitude. And then adjusting for that. So... let me think about it. Okay, so well, firstly, let's clamp our altitude. Harry should get the game after Kim. Oh yeah, Kim tomorrow. I think the minimum value we can just, doesn't matter how deep we launch it, it should be fine. But I don't think we want to really have the altitude that the torpedo chills at, like a meter, because you know it's a torpedo, it needs to be fully underwater. So a meter underwater will be good. What we'll do is we will have a... Oh, we need 4 logic nodes for this. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Let's pull that out the side. Just shove it in the side there. Might be slightly off balance, but that's okay. Let's extend the length of this to 4. No, that's... Okay, that's full. Let's get the launched piece of logic. Oh my goodness, I can't spell. That's embarrassing. Alright, so let's get a set... Oh, memory register. So that when we launch this, we will get a pulse out from the launched, which goes, so just quick signal to set, which sets the value that our torpedo was launched at and wants to hold, and it will get a, let's get a PID controller, turn that on, process variable being our altitude, set point being that. I'll tune it to 1 and 1, 101 at the moment. So that'll tell us if we need to go up or down, and then we want to say, well, we want to have the value go, if it's 1, we want to have the torpedo like pitch up, but we don't want it to pitch past a certain point, so we'll clamp X between -1, 1, and then we'll times that by 0.2. So X is so this can't be more than 1 and 0. No, it can't be more than 1 and can't be less than -1. And then we'll times that by 0.2 as our target for our pitch, and then we'll get another PID. We'll put that on as well as our, and that's our set point. Pitch is our process. We'll just do 1 and 1 again. All right, we'll put the seat back on because we need some dials about what's actually happening to our... What is going to be happening to this thing, so... There is... oh goodness. Dial, there we go. That can just be for our pitch coming out, and that can also go to there. I'll get a tilt sensor, altimeter, launched. That's fine. We don't need electricity on that. Don't need composites or anything. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. Oh, that was a nice jump. Okay. Okay, so it's trying to go down. It's trying to go down, but why is it not going down? Have we created something too buoyant? Or have I got... Maybe... Oh, I've got things facing the wrong way. Because... negative is going to be pitching up. Because it... oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's return that to workbench. Alrighty, so let's... we won't worry about converting the physical fins, we'll just get a function block there. And just do -x. This is one of those games that has so much math in it that it's just... it feels like calculus class sometimes. Alright, cool. So... it should... okay, it's oscillating a little bit too much at the moment. Oh, yep. It's definitely oscillating too much. I mean, it works. It's trying to hold its altitude. Let's, okay, so it works, it just oscillates too much. Let's tune down those PIDs a little bit, to be less sensitive. So let's do 0.1 and 0.1. Tuning PIDs is something that is very difficult to learn, but I mean, it's not too hard. Okay, we're slowly sinking. Maybe we need to increase it a bit more, because now it's not enough. Yo, it's elongated musket. Nice to see you. Oh, that's a game reload script error. That's fine. Not our issue. It's AI being stupid. We may want to try changing the other PID as well. Because we got a PID going into another PID, which is never going to be nice. But, I mean, if we... it's a bit more sensitive. It's not sensitive enough. Yeah, it's starting to oscillate, which is not good. You're working on a torpedo. Yeah, we're making a torpedo for a submarine. I've never done flips in a torpedo before. Oh, well, that was not a good idea. Don't know what happened there. Maybe let's turn the fire damage off. Oof, what else do we need? We need... let's just put this to... let's decrease the sensitivity on this. Let's make this a bit higher. Oh. This is promising. No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, no. This is certainly an interesting torpedo. I mean, it works. It's just too sensitive. We may want to... what... yeah, it's a dolphin torpedo. Alright, so we need to... apologies, but this is just part of what you have to do. Let's do 0.7. And that's maybe also... not quite yet, but maybe we can try and decrease our angle. Yo! Yo! Oh! It works. It oscillates a little bit, but I mean, that's okay. It seems like a jet ski is going to slap the warhead too, so sort of yeah, it's practically a jet ski at the moment with a seat, and oh. Okay, the PID's very sensitive when it needs to be. So maybe let's lessen the amount of influence the fins have. Just like that. Let's try that. I mean, it's doing its job, just not as well as I want it to be. I mean, it's working. It's working. The question is just, is it working well enough? I mean, it's got practically the right altitude, so... and it's stabilized. I mean, we're doing pretty good in terms of... Maybe I shouldn't hop out, you know? Alright, cool. Well, I'm just gonna test one more thing, because... it's not common knowledge that hardpoints act as batteries when launched. And so I want to see if this still works for a decent amount of time. It does. I just don't think it works as well. This is honestly an abomination at the moment. Making torpedoes basically my nightmare. Honestly, torpedoes are not easy. Oh. Oh well. That didn't work. Okay, let's put that battery back. Because I think extra range, it's worth it. Let's get rid of the thing there, all of the extra stuff that we have. And we have a torpedo. Alright, we need to paint this now. So... What kind of colors do we want on this torpedo? We need colors. We need that kind of thing. Give me some colors. Give me anything. Obviously it has to be realistic. Like, before someone suggests it, we're not doing a bright pink torpedo. While it does look funny, it's not exactly World War I kind of style. Maybe US War Department World War II designed pigeon-guided torpedoes. Black, green, and white? Yeah, I think black, green, and white is probably a good idea. Have like maybe grey on this bit. Need to turn an X-plane on. So let's just paint this all up. On the outside. Just paint the exterior of it. Should be fine. Is there any spots I've missed? Nope. Didn't they train them to tap the black and white images of warships as previously that was how they were fed? That's quite interesting. I've never heard of that before. I think we could do... I don't know actually. So black, green, and white. Pigeon guidance systems. No. What am I building? Torpedo. We're making torpedoes today. Let's make the front of this kind of green. Because I don't know, I just think that works, and maybe put like a white and a faded white stripe through it. That doesn't look too bad. Well, that's our green. So train them to... Is it guided by sonar? No. This is supposed to be, it's supposed to be for a World War I U-boat that we're going to be making. So it's not going to be sonar guided, it's just going to be holding itself in its place. Let's give this a bit more green. Oh, actually no, let's fade the green a bit. Yeah, that looks good. We essentially want to make this look kind of dull-ish. Like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. It's pretty good. We won't worry about painting the inside. Talk about the pigeon. No, the pigeons are not sonar guided. Read some of those use the same method for missile systems too. Oh man, I learned a lot from you guys. Okay, so I think that's the torpedo done. Let's move over to creating our deck gun, which is, yeah, that's going to be even more interesting. It'll be simple, so we're not going to have any stabilization systems. It's going to be just raw input, but we'll get a velocity pivot like that, and I'll raise it up to there, get another velocity pivot. Yep. Put the positive arrow facing upwards, so when we look upwards it'll be like that. It's going to be a single gun. Control handle. Building Killdozer right now, just have to upload. Oh, nice. Okay, now to my knowledge, the gun that is used on the boat that we're making, the U-25, is a German L... It's like I think it's an LK-30. It's 8.8 centimeters caliber. But I think... Yeah, so we'll use a heavy autocannon because that's approximately... I think it's... The unofficial kind of measured caliber is about 8 centimeters, which is a very unusual caliber. But I mean, it's okay. So we'll put it there, maybe? Maybe there? Oh no. That's a lot of autocannons. Yeah, we'll do that. So we can put a big chunky thing on the top. First of all, let's extend this barrel. Maybe about, yeah, about there. Just there's fine. Right, what else do we need? We need the kind of tubing on the top, which I think we can probably make with the rocket boosters. Yeah, we can. So it kind of came to about there. And we need some sort of cap on the front of it. Yeah, that works. That works. What else do we need? We need a piece on the underside to extend out to here. We'll just get another one of these. And that does the same thing. Well, actually, that goes even further. Now this isn't going to be fully realistic, so I mean, what could we do to? Because if we have that, did they finally? Wait, did they? No, they still haven't fixed the hitboxes for that. We could add an ammo drum onto there, but the issue is that it's going to be automatic, and that's not realistic. So, but I mean, like, that is definitely a big gun. That's a huge gun. What else can we add? We can add, like, handles and stuff like that. Let's do that. Let's get a... Let's get a pipe across the corner. Let's make it connected to this. We don't have anything that we can kind of make a circular piece with, can we? Unless we use a small tank wheel. That's a large one. Oh, that's a pivot. I mean, we could always use like a tank wheel as like a adjuster, but maybe a micro and a button that reloads it. Yeah, it's gonna be probably just like a single fire, and you can only fire once it's lit up and reloaded after a timer. Alright, what else do we need? We need some sort of we just need detailing, really. It's not going to be the most realistic looking thing, but that's okay. We need... Where are we going to place our gunner? Right... Because, I mean, we need someone to aim it. I think, like, maybe just putting them out here. We're gonna... Actually, let's put the control handle here. Off the side like this. I just had a voice crack. What's that? And we're gonna... Something like that, so you're slightly off-centered to the gun, but I mean... Okay, it's got no electricity, but I mean, if we sit in this, we can definitely aim it, which is good. Even if we're off the ground. Oh man, the dude's biceps. To do that, holy moly. We're gonna need some weight on the back here, though, because... Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. I need some weight there and there. And we'll probably want to make the base a bit stiffer with some weight blocks. Because this is going to be level with the deck. So I think we just... There we go. Let's get a battery. Don't need to connect the rest of it. Man, it's got insane cool nozzle. I know, like... Bro, oh, what the heck? Let's spawn this closer to the ground. Hopefully it doesn't flop. I mean, if we can... Yeah, so we can put, like, a sight in front of us. For this deck gun. Let's... Oof. Let's see if we can get this to actually move. It's trying... Oh! It works. It works. That is a huge deck gun. Oh, man. Yeah, that is a massive deck gun. That'll be heaps of fun. So we can... Awesome. Well, what we're gonna need is probably some way for this to kind of not, because we don't want it to fall below the horizontal. That's just not something that we want to happen. So if we put like a guard there, does it... No, that doesn't stop it. Oof. There we go. Does that work? No, it makes it worse. Oh, no. We may just have to accept that that doesn't work. Let's get a heads-up display. I'll just put it above this, because I assume that'll be a good height for us. Also need to cap this off at the end. Let's get an electric motor, actually, not the... Yeah, let's get that. Yeah, that works. Okay, it's not tilting as bad now. And we can... that heads-up display is too high. It's too tall. Oh, bother. I'll look at the diesel tank. Yeah, I shot it while recording a video about 3 months ago, and it's been burning ever since. I think we need to get rid of that sight, because that's not going to work. Maybe we'll try a heads-up display, like, right in front. Does that do any better? No, it doesn't. We need, like, maybe a key button right in front. Let's get a key button. Use it as a sight. What are you doing, gun? Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. We can put like maybe another one at the front, maybe? I don't know. May also want to add a targeting laser. Okay, it's got electricity, right, to everything? Well, everything that needs electricity, it does. Trigger. Let's put that on. Push, fire. 88mm. What kind of rounds? Probably... It'll be armor piercing. Most likely, because... I mean, that's like the type of ammo they took on the U-boats, to my knowledge. So, I mean, if we... Oh, it's got the recoil as well. Okay, we went through our 20 rounds of ammunition. On the actual boat, we'll obviously have more, but I mean, like, that was... Hey, Bigman, you're doing the video I suggested to you. I'm gonna be honest, dude, I have had so many suggestions from people that I forget all the suggestions I get. So you'd have to let me know here, and I'll write it down. I'm just really... I don't know if it's forgetful or not, but I mean... it's just hard to remember all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we got this gun. Let's make a microcontroller to put on maybe the... I don't know, somewhere. That's our pivot. We'll put it somewhere, maybe like on the bottom here, just to make it single firing. So let's make a new microcontroller. It's cool. So we got our trigger. Trigger out. Fucking where this is going. Oh, thanks, man. So we've got a... And we'll need a loaded as well. So that it will... When it's loaded, it will try and feed it. So let's just exit the microcontroller editor. So we may want to... Ah, man. This is a bit difficult. Because we got the trigger and the loaded, so as soon as it's loaded, we can fire. While we are pressing the trigger, if it is loaded, it'll fire unless it's within not the... That's hard to explain. Okay, so how long do we think it needs to be to reload? Probably at least like 5 or 6 seconds. Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe do we just put this onto a pulse? I've got an idea actually. Yeah, we'll do every 3 seconds. Oh, we'll do every 4 seconds actually, because that was kind of those pieces at their peak performance with a good crew. You could open the breach, shove in, fire in about 4 seconds. So we'll make it so that when we press the trigger, it takes 4 seconds to discharge. It'll send out a pulse. The trigger out. And while that is like that, we have to oh wow, they completely redid the oh wow, they redid the entire system. How do we want to do this? I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this, because obviously you want to do it the best way possible. Let's maybe do... Okay, so fire. It'll send something to the trigger. So if that is on, then we can't fire. So we'll get a not. And let's try, let's just do this gun pulse 4-6. Was I? Oh, I saved it as a microcontroller, didn't I? I hate doing that. Okay, so the trigger. Might as well put our loaded in there. Okay, so can we... Gotta wait for a second. Okay, so it's loaded. Why can't we... Oh! Yes! Okay, so we need to make it that you can't accidentally press the trigger while it's reloading. So we'll make a... Ooh, what will we do? So while this is true... Okay, so while this is true, while this is on, meaning that we've pressed it, we don't want to get any input from this. So if the trigger and this is not on, then that goes out to that. Oh my goodness, we've got a loop going back on itself. That's never going to go well. Unless, of course, we break the paradox. Maybe. Sight's a little high. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no nice spot I can have it at, but... Okay, we'll wait a few seconds. And, okay, so I'm just spamming the trigger. Yes, that's good. Yeah, the sight is a bit high, but... That's pretty damn good. Okay, now we need to make a bit so that it automatically loads itself when we spawn. So, make it so that... Or... So that... Okay, so once it's loaded, we want to get a JK flip-flop that will set that. So if it's not loaded, we'll trigger. As soon as it's loaded, it'll set it, which means that we won't ever have to use that again. Okay, so let's try that. Oh, I mean, it's loaded, but I accidentally fired a shot. We'll probably add like a little screen or something. I don't know. We could just try a heads-up display. How well would that work though? Oh my goodness, we're still shooting at the ground. Okay, I mean, we'd be aiming right at the top of the heads-up display. So maybe we need an XML edited heads-up display. Be kind of right smack in the middle. So we need it, yeah. We need to be aiming right in the center there at the autocannon ammo. Maybe do we put the gunner up a little bit higher? Just temporarily. Because that way we can actually see what we're firing at. Oh, that's not... I mean, that's not bad. It's just that we are up a little bit high. Oh, no, we're fine. Actually, we're fine. We'll stick with that. But we'll get rid of those as like our shoulder rests. And then what we will do is we will guess we can put a heads-up display. See how well that actually fits. Oh my goodness, we need to sort out that pre-firing. Okay, so now what we can do is we can put the heads-up display right in front of us. So if we put it like there. Let me on. Yes. Only problem is that it's still too high. Oh man. We kind of aim right at the top of that pipe, so I've got an idea. We will use a fin there, because it's extremely thin, and oh my goodness. Let's say let's aim for that tree and, you know. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Let's yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we've got a sight. We've got a sight. Now let's sort out this spawn thing. Let's maybe get a pulse. Or let's try that. Let's try that. It's not loaded. It's still trying to load it. We're building today. We've built a torpedo so far. We're finishing off this deck gun. Just trying to get it to work. Okay, so that's not going to work. So when it's loaded, it will set that, not output. Sweet. Can we try a pulse? Because that is loaded. That's not loaded. Do you make the cannons more precise? Longer barrels. Longer barrels, really. Oh man. I mean, we've currently got that, so because we want it to feed automatically. I think let's just update this for the moment. And we'll save this as deck gun 88mm. And I'm probably just going to end the stream there because I got study to do for tomorrow. But yeah, deck guns are usually for probably use AP. AP wouldn't do anything against battleships. Okay. Yeah, that's probably right, to be honest. We'll go with high explosive then. Although AP is occasionally used. I mean, it's not a... Yeah. Either way, thank you for watching, and... Yeah, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, next stream. Goodbye.